Allah. But here comes the crossroads. When he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he did not come back to Allah. أبى واستكبر. Adam alayhi salam تاب واستغفر. Iblis alayhi la'na أبى واستكبر. So Adam decided to go this way, which is repenting and asking forgiveness. Iblis decided to go, no, growing arrogant and not, it's nothing, I'm better than you. So let's humble ourselves. Couple more lessons quickly from the story of Adam alayhi salam. Girls, what do we learn from the story of Adam alayhi salam? Our father of humanity. We talked about this. What did we learn from him? Anything there, Lina? Anybody? Yeah, speak up.
Fight started from that time, from Prophet Adam.
You said time started?
Fights,
Fights, okay.
Brothers, murder started.
Right.
Everything that is followed from that time.
Right. So we as humans, it is started from early on that we envy one another. The two children of Adam, one of them killed the other. And this is how life is about. We are not here to be in a perfect society. We should try our best to be perfect and not to do bad, but it will happen. We will see. We will see blood shed and killing and nations being eradicated. We will see it. It will happen. That's not to say it's okay, but it will happen. We are in life. Let's draw the lessons and learn from that. Because the two males, the first two males, one of them killed the other. And subhanAllah, that's how it ended up. Any other lessons before we move on? We moved on to Sayyidina. Who came after Sayyidina Adam? Who was the first of his children to inherit the nubuwwah from him, or prophethood? Prophet? Sheaf. Prophet Sheaf. He's mentioned in the Sunnah, not mentioned in the Quran. And he inherited his father, Adam alayhi salam, and taught, the generations after that the same, what Adam alayhi salam taught his people. After Sheaf alayhi salam came Prophet Idris alayhi salam. Prophet Idris or Enoch, according to the scriptures, the other scriptures. So Prophet Idris alayhi salam, he came a little bit afterwards. He was probably the 4th or 5th generation after Adam alayhi salam, and he did the same thing by teaching or taking the children of Adam back to the straight path. Then after Idris alayhi salam came who? Prophet Noah, the 10th generation of Adam. Adam alayhi salam was the 10th great-grandfather of Noah alayhi salam. And Noah alayhi salam, we draw a lot of lessons from his story. For over 950 years, calling his people, that's just the da'wah other than his lifespan. He was just calling on the people, and then just a few people accepted the mission with him. From the story of Noah alayhi salam, what did we learn?
Patience. Don't give up on those who disagree with you, because you have hope that there may be some chance. So keep on trying.
Even if it goes for 950 years.
Well,
Keep on trying. We need that nowadays when we lose hope in anything good from, could be our children, لا قدر Allah, some situations in our life, or the situation of Muslims who are not going to go nowhere. It's been going on for forever, but no, never give up. Sometimes it ends up that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rescuing the believers, like what happened with Sayyidina Nuh, and destroying the others. But in some other cases, Allah will guide everybody. The main lesson that we learn is keep on doing the right thing and never give up. That's what Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, دعوت قومي ليلا ونهارا, day and night. Day and night, he's calling his people. That's his job, and never give up on that. Anything else from Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam?
The other thing is, it's important to focus more on the quality of something you do. Sometimes you won't be able to get the quantity you want, but it's best to focus, especially if you're initiating something, to focus on the quality of it and then the quantity of it.
Got it. How many people did the people who accepted Islam, the believers with Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam? You remember? I gave the number before. 80. Yes, 80 people. Somebody, do us the math. We didn't do the math before. If somebody would spend 950 years calling on people by 8, and only 80, and only 80 people accepted da'wah with him, that's like what? Huh? For each one he's good.
Every 12 years.
What? 12 years for a person? 12? Huh? Anybody got that?
That's good.
So, 11, 12? I'm not very good at math. So 11, 12 years per person to provide one good person for the society, and he never gave up. But from those 80 people came who? Who came after the quality? That's what Ahmed is talking about, quality people. The same thing would be repeated with the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for 13 years in Mecca, and only a few people accepted da'wah with him. So let's focus on quality. You never know. Maybe one of those children right there. Maybe A. Maybe Noor. I don't want to go over all the names. Maybe Farah. Maybe Lina. Maybe anybody there. Samia, Raya. Anybody there. One person. That will be the person that will make a difference in the life of Muslims here, or maybe even make the change in the world. You're up for it? Yes, inshallah. We were all, last year, 2016, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, he passed away, rahimahullah. But one person, look at one person, look at the death of one person, the heritage of one person, how much impact did it have on, a positive impact on the life of Muslims, and now we are proud to quote him. Now we have this person as a Muslim. So it could be one person, it's 80 people, only 80 people, according to the Mufassirun, who accepted Islam, Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. From them will come humanity. Because according to majority of scholars, that what it looks like, the authentic view is that before the flood and after the flood. After the flood, ثُمَّ أَغْرَقْنَا بَعْدُ الْبَاقِينَ. Everybody other than Sayyidina Nuh and those who were with him, they drowned. So humanity started from there. So never give up. Thank you, Ahmed. Quality. Anything else from the story of Noah before we jump into the story of tonight quickly?
I think it's important to know that most of the major professions like carpentry or the one with the metal,
Professions.
all that come from some of the prophets of Allah, messengers.
Who was the first one to write down, to use the pen or pencil, whatever it is, to write down from those prophets? أول من خطب القلم إدريس عليه السلام. It started early on. Who Nuh alayhi salam was a carpenter. Idris alayhi salam, he was the first to write, and he was also the first to, or his profession, another profession of him was كان خياطا. He was a tailor, right? He used to sew things and do things. That's what he used to do. Who else? You remember any of the professions of other prophets that we mentioned so far? Let's learn some talent. It helps us.
Used to deal the iron and metals.
Yes, those who came later on. But even from the stories of the Prophet we covered so far, we learned, we got some of these. So let's get quickly to the story of, yes, Noor.
Why do you say they don't bring every animal now? Because some animals are not needed.
You think some animals are not needed, right? Somebody was talking to me today, a few youth, mashallah, they here somewhere, and they're going hunting, right? For the deer and stuff. And sometimes coyotes come their way. Can we shoot them, Shaitan? So they think coyotes, they don't have any problem. They don't have any benefit. I can't think of any benefits so far. Maybe you can help me. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them and put them in there, and they did not come your way. Why would you shoot them? Leave them alone. They did not come your way, right? The coyote in the forest, that's what they were created to do, to go in the forest and find the risk. So you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created something for no reason? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never created anything for no reason. Give you a little example in here, very quickly. Back in the days, if we go back a little bit in the years, like the entire world started using what's called pesticides. They call pesticides to do what? To kill insects and some of the things that attack plants, right? So they use a lot of chemicals, spray chemicals on the plants and get rid of, a lot of things. They ended up killing what and affecting what? Honeybees nowadays. They are very much affected by the pesticides. We thought we do not need these. Butterflies and so many other things. But we think that by getting rid of that, everything is going to be okay. Actually, they get rid of rats, I believe, and then something else comes up. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the world balanced. It's balanced. It's only when we jump in that we make it imbalanced. So everything is balanced, and everything is created for a reason and for a purpose, whether we know it or not. Right? So everything is there. We respect the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we discussed this, you were here, when we said, why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order Nuh alayhi salam to take animals with him? Because they have to be rescued. Why they will have to be punished? Life should continue. We should respect the creation of Allah. We should respect life. That's another lesson for us, to respect life of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And let me add one quick thing I was reading the other day. Animals, did Sayyidina Nuh even call on them? Did he say, animals, come on, join me? It's not, at least it's not mentioned in the Quran, as far as I can remember. He did not call on the animals to join him in the ark, right? And he kept calling on his people for how many? For how long? For 950 years. How many of the human beings who got, minds and hearts and they can think, how many of them joined him? 80 people. How many of the animals joined him? All of them, they joined him, right? All of them, by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The comment is, فِطْرَةٌ سَلِيمًا, if you got a pure instinct or nature, much better than عَقْلٌ فَاسِد. Than if you have minds and things, but you abuse it. You do not use it the right way. Because those people, they have brains and minds, but they did not use them. But animals, they have good minds. They have good instinct, but they join Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. Akhi?
Did he not take with him pairs of everything?
قُلْ نَحْمِلْ فِيهَا مِنْ كُلٍّ زَوْجَيْنِ اثْنَيْنِ. Right. Take pairs of everything. But even those pairs, he was ordered to do it, yes, but my point was, did we know that he went after animals? Please, elephant, come, join us. Elephant, join us. It's hard. It's hard to get an elephant into an ark, right? But he did not. It was not hard for him. They were ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's the point I'm making. It was easy for animals to come in pairs, but for humans, many humans, most of the humans, they did not. So, the pig with him? Yes, he took the pig with him. It's mentioned in the tafsir. He took the pig and the rats and everything. Let's start, inshallah, our story here quickly. Our stories, we're not going to go into the details very quickly. The people of Thamud. Allah sent to them Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam. The people of Thamud, they were, what race they were? Give it a guess. They were Arabs. We said 4 prophets were Arabs. And they were sent to Arab people. Who are those 4 prophets? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I got that. Saleh alayhi salam, our prophet tonight. Shu'aib alayhi salam. And the last one, prophet of last week. Hud alayhi salam. Those were the Arabs, the prophets from amongst Arabs. Ismail alayhi salam joined the Arabs, but he was not himself an Arab. And he spoke very fluent Arabic, but he was not Arab. So they were from, it's a qabila, or it's a tribe, an Arabic tribe, by the name of Thamud. Thamud was their grandfather, was their great-grandfather, that they took his name and they were attributed to him. Thamud is Ibn Abir, Ibn Iram, Ibn Sam, Ibn Nuh. So Nuh alayhi salam is the 4th grandfather of Thamud, and Thamud is the grandfather of the Qabila. From him came all the tribe by the name of Thamud, and Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam came from him as well as his people. Where is their location nowadays? Which country? That's last week. Last week in Yemen, Hadramaut, which is Qawm Ad. But Qawm Thamud?
South of Dabour.
Dabour, which is Saudi Arabia, right? In Saudi Arabia nowadays, in Al-Hijaz, northwest, if you like, northwest of Saudi Arabia, the Prophet ﷺ used to, he did pass by them, by the place one time, it's mentioned in the Sirah, when he was going for Tabuk. Tabuk is northwest, very close to Jordan nowadays, northwest of Arabia, and the Nabi ﷺ, in his way from Medina to Tabuk, he passed by the place of Qawm Saleh, or Mada'in Thamud, Mada'in Qawm Saleh, the place where they were punished, and he gave us some instruction. We're going to talk about it in a minute. So the main mission for all the prophets, أَنْ يَعْبُدُوا اللَّهِ, is to worship Allah alone. What happened is another deviation. They deviated and they worshipped the stones. They worshipped idols. That was just a few generations after Adam alayhi salam. And Adam alayhi salam was sent, Nuh was sent, Idris, all of these prophets, they still insisted to deviate. This is another lesson for us. Do not think that, alhamdulillah, I'm from a Muslim family, I know some Quran or all the Quran, I got this. No guarantee. The Prophet ﷺ is being ordered, Prophet, the best man. He's being ordered to stay, remain steadfast on the road, stay on the track. So do not think that there is anything to guarantee you that I'm good. Actually, this is one of the ways of shaitan. You're good. You're good. Look at people. They do horrible things. You're fine. Do not take this back. They deviated again. So much so that when a good person, that they accepted him, he was accredited amongst them. All the credentials were perfect. قالوا يا صالح وقد كنت فينا مرجوا قبل هذا. What does it mean? We respect you so much, Ya Salih. You are a person that we know and we respect. What happened to you? Like Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was very, he got all the credentials, Sadiq al-Amin. SubhanAllah. Once he started calling them for the good thing, they pushed him to the side and they called him names and everything. And he said, Ya Qawm, and I'm the messenger of Allah, worship him. It is him, huwa ansha'akum min al-ard. Not those idols. It is him who made you of this earth. وَاسْتَعْمَرَكُمْ فِيهَا. And he asked you to do the right thing on earth, to build life on earth, to do good on earth. Asking imara. It's our role, humans, to do what on earth? To kill animals, to think that animals, they have no benefit, to take off the trees and to bomb everything and to destroy everything and to consume everything. No, we are not here for that. We are here to respect the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Take our turn and move on and respect, the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we are not going to contribute to the humanity and to the growth of life in this earth. Because that's what he said. هُوَ أَنْشَأَكُم مِّنَ الْأَرْضِ. Allah is the one who made you of earth. We're made of earth. We talked about this when we talked about the creation of Adam. وَاسْتَعْمَرَكُمْ فِيهَا. And he gave you the mission to do imara, to build things in there. طيب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Majority of them again the same story repeated. They called him name, even though he was so good. مرجوا قبل هذا. They rejected him, and very few people accepted faith with him. One day they started to take another phase with him. They did not push him to kick him out, but they started, challenging him. Until one day they agreed amongst themselves. They said, they came to Saleh. They said, Ya Saleh, can your Lord make a miracle for us? What is the miracle? A camel, a she camel. And they give full detailed description. Can your Lord make a she camel that is pregnant, should be pregnant, and should be that high, and that big, and that color? And they give full description of a specific camel. Can your God make it for us? Obviously they did not ask for it. They're just challenging him. And they are asking not to make it just a random camel. No, it should come from this specific stone in here. And then Sayyidina Saleh said, what if it happens? What if I ask my Lord and he did it? Would you believe? They said, yes, we believe. He left them and he prayed a few rak'ah to Allah. He made his prayers and he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them what they asked for. To give them what? A camel that they are asking for, with the exact features. They were waiting, they were looking at the stone, the miracle happened, the camel came to them. The exact same thing that they requested. And guess what? Some of them believed, yes, very few of them believed when they saw it, but majority of them, because they were not really asking for the truth. They were not set up for the truth. The mindset was just challenging. And even though they got exactly what they requested for, but they did not believe. So another lesson that we learn, we do not come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on our terms, on our conditions. Like many of us sometimes even we do it. Ya Allah, it happens many times in istikhara, for example. When we make istikhara, which is a prayer, couple of rak'ah that we pray, when we are making a decision, and we are waiting for a miracle to happen. Ya Allah, I'm waiting right now. I should see a dream, or I should see something that happens, or I know another Muslim, somebody was talking to me about this. And he was non-Muslim and he was searching for guidance. And he prayed very sincerely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I forgot who gave me this story, but somebody here in the masjid told me this. And he was waiting for a miracle to happen. He was just waiting, oh God, can you just show me a little thing, anything. I just want to see a miracle that happens right now. To show me that Islam is the right way. Nothing happened. There's nothing that happened. But this person, he had a translation of the Quran. He or she opens the Mus'haf, and then the first ayah that he read in there was, had it not come to them enough ayat, enough miracles, look at the creation around you, and you should see how many miracles. Is that not enough for you? So subhanAllah, sometimes we might test Allah or can you do that, Ya Allah? Why is this happening? Why are you not giving victory to Muslims, Ya Allah, right now? And we start, sometimes the faith could be shaken or something. No. We should come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to His own terms, not our own terms. Because those people, this was their approach. Allah gave them what they looked for, but they still did not accept. Like those who said to Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "In kana hadha huwa al-haqq min indika, wa qalu Allahumma in kana hadha." If this is the truth, they said, "Oh Allah, if what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is bringing is the truth, what automatically, naturally, normally, what should they say? Logically, if this is the truth, oh God, then what? Guide us to it." But they were not, the mindset was different. They said, if this is the truth, oh God, فَأَمْطِرْ عَلَيْنَا حِجَارَةً مِنَ السَّمَاءِ أَوْ ائْتِنَا بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. So send stones on us from the sky, or a punishment, a painful punishment. So it makes all the difference where we're coming from, your approach. If you are looking for guidance, Allah will guide you. If you are looking for rahmah, Allah will give you rahmah. If you're looking for, Allah will give you what you're looking for. Just come from the gates, the right gates and the right doors, and do not, be like those people who challenged Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam, like the people of Thamud. People of Thamud, they used to live, another fun fact or something, they used to live for so long. And at the beginning, they were building their houses from the mud stones, the mud thing, but they used to be worn out in a few years. They are still alive. They have to make a lot of houses. They ended up, because they were they had so much power, they were so much powerful, their houses, guess how they used to do their houses and build their houses? Mentioned in the Quran. وَتَنْحِتُونَ مِنَ الْجِبَالِ بُيُوتًا. They used to do their houses in the stones, literally crave them in the mountains, in the stones of the mountains. They come to the mountain and they crave the houses, naht. And this is their house, because they used to live for so long. And this is exactly what's in there. It's still, until now, some people, it's not very much recommended to visit it, but some people go and visit it, and I think you can probably find it on YouTube or something. They are there. When the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed, what happened to them is adab, punishment. They rejected the Prophet of Allah. They were punished because of that. So, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us the advice. This is a place where some people challenged Allah and challenged His Prophet, and they were punished. So if you happen to pass by this place, you shouldn't come here for entertainment. So this is, something that we should use as well. If we happen to, especially those who came from the other side of the world, you go see some monuments, you have to know what's behind it, and get the lessons of this story, the lessons behind this story, not just go for entertainment and fun, and that's it. What happened is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the naqa, and they accepted it, the she camel. He said, this is the well, this is the water, the source of the water. She will drink from the water one day, and the entire people will drink the other day. And the camel will give them the milk for the other day. So the camel will drink water on one day, and people cannot drink water on that day, because she literally drinks all the water. But instead, she gives them a lot of milk, enough for everybody. And the next day, they can enjoy the water. It was going on for a little bit, until they thought, no. This camel, we should get rid of it. 9 people of them, 9 persons, decided to lead the fitna. وَكَانَ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ تِسْعَةُ رَهْطٍ يُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا يُصْلِحُونَ. First thing they planned is, let's get rid of Saleh. That's it first. Let's kill him. Let's kill this prophet. They tried to do it, but they failed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rescued Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam. And then what they decided is that they decided to kill the camel. So at least let's get rid of the camel. And they slaughtered the camel. فَعَقَرُوهَا إِذِ انْبَعَثَ أَشْقَاهَا فَقَالَ لَهُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ نَاقَةَ اللَّهِ وَسُقْيَاهَا فَكَذَّبُوا فَعَقَرُوهَا. They denied all the miracles. They asked for the miracle. Allah gave them the miracle. Just a few of them accepted it, accepted faith and accepted the miracle, but they ended up rejecting it completely. Then what happened is Allah told Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam to tell them, you got 3 days. You got just the span of 3 days, and punishment is coming to you. That happened to them Wednesday, late afternoon if you like. This is what he told them. They spent the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning, punishment came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They woke up in the morning. أخذتهم صيحة من السماء. They heard a very loud cry from the sky that they were literally completely shocked, and the earth started shaking under them, and they were فَأَصْبَحُوا فِي دِيَارِهِمْ جَاثِمِينَ. They were standing still. They passed away, they died, Allah took their souls, and they were Jathimin, just like that. They became the shape of a human being, but like monuments, like statues. That's the case of what happened to them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned them, the Prophet warned them. After that, Sayyidina Saleh, you see, subhanAllah, this is another lesson that we learn. They denied him, they rejected him, they challenged him. But he did not say, see, that's what happened to you, you deserve it. He saw all of that happening to them, and he said, قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ لَقَدْ أَبْلَغْتُكُمْ رِسَالَةَ رَبِّي وَنَصَحْتُ لَكُمْ. Oh my people, he's still calling them his people, oh my people. I have done my best, I have conveyed the mission of my Lord, the message of my Lord to you. وَنَصَحْتُ لَكُمْ. And I give the advice to you in the best, as much as I can. وَلَكِنْ لَا تُحِبُّونَ النَّصِحِ. But you do not like those who give you advice. And he turned away and he left them. So that's simply the story of Sayyidina Saleh alayhi salam with his people. Do we have any other lessons that we learn together from this story? What do we learn from the story other than what I mentioned? Or if you want to elaborate on anything that I mentioned. Any questions?
Don't ask the question if you don't want to follow it.
What is it?
Don't ask for things if you don't want to follow it.
Don't ask, exactly, don't ask for things. And also, another thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them a lot of ni'am. And that's what Sayyidina Saleh said. وَبَوَّأَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ تَتَّخِذُونَ مِنْ سُهُولِهَا قُصُورًا وَتَنْحِتُونَ الْجِبَالَ بُيُوتًا فَاذْكُرُوا آلَاءَ اللَّهِ. He kept telling them, it's Allah who enabled you to be able to crave your houses in this way, beautiful way, that still, after thousands of years, you can still see it, and it's amazing. It's Allah who gave you this power. And it's Allah who provided you everything you have. And you're able to, enjoy all the ni'am of Allah, so remember that. And he also reminded them about people before him. وَاذْكُرُوا. Remember what happened to the people before you to Ad. So we need to take lessons and look at everything around us and take lessons from, people before us and learn from them. You should not take the bounties of Allah Azza wa Jalla for granted. Do not take it for granted even if you are the strongest and you have the... Just take it with the haqq, with the truth, and know that everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you can claim everything back. طيب جزاكم الله خير. The last one, ختام المسك, Brother Abu Ubaida.
Their houses, or most of it, still standing as ayah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned its ayah, including the same well that the she camel drank, and it's still the same. And there is video on the whole thing.
Amazing.
Published by Al Jazeera, and they are called, by the way, in science of archaeology,